Hello everyone, so today I decided to work on another sewing project with this Ankara fabric my mom gave me 3 years ago. Another thing I decided to do was to make a 180-degree flare trouser because I've never owned one before. So I decided to draft the pattern, which I did off camera, and here I'm just pinning and cutting. After pinning, I was like, oh my god, because just one portion of this pants took almost the whole fabric. So I had to change the style I had in mind, which was annoying, but well, I had to just make it work. So I started with my waistband because I like doing that first so that it can look super, super clean and neat. After that, I went ahead to put my pants together and sew the pocket and also do a zigzag stitch on the inside so that it can look neat. And this is the result. I was really, really happy with how amazing it looked. But at this stage, I only had scraps of fabrics left and I needed to make a top. So I just had to make it work one way or the other. I was even thinking of doing maybe a black top to match, but I was like, okay, let me see what I can do with the scraps of fabric. At this point, even getting a crop top to work was going to be magic, but I wanted to see what I could do, and my assistant decided to help me pin my fabric. So here, since I had very little to work with, I just had to be as creative as I could be to make a crop top, but something slightly different from what I maybe could have done. So I decided to just trace out pieces of my fabric on the lining and cut it off and also put it together to see how well it was going to come together. Another thing was that I wanted the direction of the fabric to match the bottom. So of course, that was what I did. At this point, I just finished sewing the neckline and did a stitch on the inside so that it can lay flat as usual. And now it was time for me to work on the sleeves and every other part of the fabric that needed to be folded over. So instead of just doing maybe a straight line as usual, I decided to go with my twin needle, and I'm just showing you guys how to remove the single needle and then insert the twin needle. I just love the finishing a twin needle gives on the hem of my garment or even on the sleeve. So that's what I decided to use on the sleeves and on the bottom, and this is what my outfit is looking like. I was actually able to make it work and I was really, really happy with the end result. For someone that taught herself how to draft patterns, how to take body measurements, and how to make her own clothes, I think I can say my DIY has come a long way. And the fact that I attempted this flare pants and got it right, I'm really, really impressed and I can't wait to make more clothes. So stay tuned.